Today we are going to look at measurement of some basic physical quantities, measurement of basic physical quantities, measurement of physical quantities. We start with the length. We say the length is the distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. What do we use to measure the length? We use the measuring tape, measuring tape. We use the meter rule, the vernier caliper, the micrometer, screw, gauge. These are some of the basic instruments that we can use to measure the length. The measuring tape can be used to measure very long distance. Then we have the meter rule. The meter rule is used to measure horizontal distance, measure distance. And the meter rule measure to about 1 millimeter. That is the degree of accuracy of a meter rule is approximately 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. Then we have the vernier caliper. The vernier caliper is used to measure the distance between 2 points, but most especially cylindrical objects. Like we have something like a rod. You can use it to measure the rod. You can use it to measure the diameter of a ball, like a simple pendulum ball. You can use it to measure the diameter. So, and the vernier caliper measure to have a degree of accuracy of 0.1 millimeter. This is a vernier caliper. This is our vernier caliper. This is a vernier caliper. It's used to measure distance. Then we have the micromillimeter screw gauge. This is a micromillimeter screw gauge. It's also used to measure the thickness of something like a sheet of paper, a table. Then you can use it to measure the thickness of what? Something like wire. You can use it to measure the thickness of the wire. Then we have other quantities that we are going to look at how to measure them. Something like the mass. The mass. Remember, the mass is the amount of matter contained in a body. The amount of matter contained in a body is called the mass. And the mass is absolutely different from the weight of a body. The weight of a body is the earth pull on the body. The weight of the body. We say it is the earth pull on what? A body. This one is the amount of matter contained in a body. The mass is measured in kilogram, and the weight of a body is measured in Newton. The mass of a body is constant in every part of the universe, but the weight of a body varies from one place to another. How do we measure the mass? We use a beam balance to measure the mass of a body, while we use a spring balance to measure the weight of a body. So let's look at another quantity that we can measure. Let's look at the volume. The volume of a body. How do we measure the volume of a body? We use a pipette. You can use a pipette to measure the volume of a body. You can use a burette to measure the volume of a body, the volume. Then we can use a measuring cylinder to determine the volume of a body. Can use a measuring cylinder to determine the volume of a body. So, in our next class, we are going to look at how to use this micromillimeter screw gauge to measure the length of the body, and we are going to look at how to use a vernier caliper to measure the length of what a body all together with the micromillimeter screw gauge. We are going to see how we use it to measure the length of a body. So make sure to Keep in touch.